In this episode, we embark on a new European adventure in our motorhome.
We visit a World War I frontline battle site that now commemorates the development of tanks and their importance to war.
We enjoy some local cuisine.
And finally, we find some cash in the attic. Where are we, Rob?
We're on the motorway.
Where are we heading to?
We're heading to Dover today.
To Dover. And are we going to get on a boat?
We're getting on a boat.
Yay! Where are we going?
Calais.
Calais! We're going to Calais and then we're going to head a bit further south.
Thank you very much. Cheers to that. Bye.
So we're waiting in the queue to get onto the DFDS ferry. I'm getting very excited now. I don't really allow myself to get too excited too early. Ooh, excuse me.
Excuse me.
And how are you feeling, Rob?
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's get going.
All the lorries are coming off, so they're unloading, ready to load again, and we'll be off soon, hopefully. So Rob, we're on the péage, what do you think?
It's clear. The weather's not great, but it's a lovely road surface.
It's just unbelievable how much better the roads are in France compared to Britain. I mean, Britain's roads are a disgrace. Somebody was saying the other day about we have to make sure our cars are roadworthy, but the roads aren't car-worthy in the UK. They are a disgrace. Anyway, we're in France.
We're in France and we're on a péage. Have you seen a flower vending machine before? Next to the boulangerie, looks like it's a 24-hour operation here.
Yeah, it looks like you can get little gifts or treats for yourself. There's all kinds of mini meringues and little biscuits and some nut brittle over there as well. Looks great.
Yeah, all kinds of things. 24 hours a day. If you want to buy something at 3 AM, Peg, this is where to come.
Yeah.
Right, we've just been to the boulangerie to buy a baguette. How much is the baguette, Peg?
It's €1.10.
€1.10, and then when it came to the point of paying, what went wrong, Peg?
We've forgotten to take our money.
So I take no money, Peg has taken no money. We didn't get a baguette, but second time lucky, Peg.
Yeah. Now, those of you who watched us from the beginning will know that when we first came to France on our last trip, we'd forgotten to bring the money.
Well, we'd lost it, hadn't we?
We'd lost the money, we didn't know. I thought Rob had brought it, he thought I had.
€600.
We ended up in Dunkirk with no money. We found the money.
We found it.
But we still forgot to bring it to the boulangerie.
Yeah. We found it, we've got it, but just not with us.
Right, just going through all our stuff in Jack's loft because we've left an awful lot of stuff here. Rob had made me this absolutely gorgeous book for my 60th birthday, and what slid out from it? Travel money. And if any of you have been following us from the start, you will know that when we arrived in France, one of us had forgot the money. Well, it was in this book. It was wrapped up in this book. So we've now found €600.
Show them the money, Peg. Peg, what was the cash price for a baguette?
It was €1.10.
And what was the card price for the baguette?
€2.
€2, so much double the price of using your card. Certainly made sense for us to go back and get the cash.
So Rob, this might be it. Tell us what country you're having breakfast in without telling us what country you're having breakfast in.
I'm not sure, Peg, but this is what we're having for breakfast today.
Un horizon, croissant amande, and a stick of bread.
Chemin des Dames was part of the front line of the First World War and was the scene of many battles. Where are we, Peg?
We are at a monument to First World War tanks, and what's behind us is the first prototype. That was the Schneider tank, and that was built by an armament factory in France. The British were also working on this as well because they'd suffered heavy losses in 1915, and then a general, or well, he was a colonel at the time, Jean-Baptiste Estiene, came up with the idea that they needed some kind of a battleship on land, and his idea was to house a cannon on a tractor, and that's what he could see in his head. He contacted Renault, the car manufacturers, to see if they could do anything. They had no capacity to help at that time. I suppose they were busy making all kinds of vehicles for the war. But Schneider, which was an armament firm, worked with Jean-Baptiste Estienne to come up with this first design. The first design wasn't very good and a lot of people lost their lives, but it was the start of what we know as the proper tanks.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Right behind us, we think we've got the AMX-30, which was a tank more like we know it to be.
Yeah, and what happened after the first tanks were built, there was loads of problems with them. They weren't very manoeuvrable and they couldn't shoot forward either. And it wasn't until Renault did get involved in the project later on that year that he actually designed a rotating head to the tanks as well, which meant that they could shoot at a lot more targets more easily. Some of you may already recognise this site and the particularly nice hedge from a previous trip of ours to France.
We really enjoyed the visit, but unfortunately on this occasion the water had been turned off for the winter.
Next time, see what happens when we reach an impasse with a jackknifed lorry.